So we're here now in Kalamegdan in Belgrade. I'm finishing Moj Dilbere here. And I really like it here because there's so many layers of history. You see like Roman history, you see Ottoman history, then you see the war against the Austrian-Hungarian, which I believe they were on the other side of the water, they came that close. It just feels like home. I guess it's just the culture, growing up with this music, growing up with this food, just makes me feel, you know, like I'm home, you know. So this is what I mean, check, there's like a Roman well even. How cool is that? So my father is from Niš, which is 2 hours from here. And my mom is from, she was born in South Africa. It's like a Dutch South African. My mom was not allowed to date my father because they saw him as an immigrant, you know. But she was super in love with my father. So she literally ran away with him to Serbia, jumped in his car and they drove to Serbia. The first place they arrived was Belgrade, here in Skandalia. And so they had their first dinner, their first date was here.
Can you imagine my mom from Holland comes here for the first time?
So I grew up with Balkan music, and it's music I've been listening to since I was a kid. You know, my parents always turned it on. So it's really in my musical DNA. You know, Balkan music is, for me, music that comes from, you know, people from the street. It's real emotions. It's about pain. It's about love. It's about happiness. You know, but it comes from a really deep core. I'm always looking for something that feels honest and that feels real and is connecting with, you know, with something true inside of myself. I think electronic music can have the trap to become digital, to become a bit plain and clean. And it's just my Balkan roots that is looking for that realness, or that's looking for that piece of soul in the song. I went to Belgrade because I wanted to make my version of Moj Dilbere. It's a song I grew up with. My parents always listened to it. It's very close to my heart. It's one of my favorite songs of this region. And I wanted to make my version of it. So I decided to go to Belgrade. And my idea was to go to an old record store, which is actually very close here, and to find maybe like a version that I never heard before, maybe a really old version that people are not familiar of, and buy it on vinyl and go to the studio and sample it and do something with it. Not intended to make an original track. I guess I just wanted to make like a remix that I can just play in clubs. The night before, we had with friends dinner outside here. We had a dinner, and out of nothing, this street musician came at our table and started to sing that song. And started to sing that song in a way I never heard it before. It was the best version I ever heard. So we were all like blown away by it. I mean, what are the odds, right? That I'm here to go to a record store to find that song, and then there's a street musician coming and sing that song for me. When he finished playing, we asked for his number. We asked if he wanted to sing this in the studio. He came to the studio, we recorded him, and we were again, also in the studio, we were just blown away by his performance and the way he sings. He's such a good singer. And then a year later, I played on the Exit Festival main stage, and I called him like, man, you need to be on stage with me, and we do this live. He never been on the stage. He plays in restaurants, and a year later he was in front of 20,000 people singing this song.
Moj Dilbere, kud se
You need to travel, you need to meet people, you need to collaborate with people to make all these magical moments come alive, right? It's what are the chances?
Oh, my story!
Stoji